Hello guys, today we will make this animated hero with modern design. We'll try to write clean code and make it responsive. First, let's create the HTML file, index.html, and type exclamation point followed by enter to generate additional HTML. Then import our OpenSense font from Google Fonts. We need just the regular and the medium one, and copy its link and paste here. We have content in it, header. In the header we have logo and hamburger. We have main. In the main we have 3 wrappers. Every wrapper have 2 divs. Cool. Now it's CSS time, so let's create our CSS file, style.css, and link it in index.html. We set everything, padding 0 and margin 0 and box sizing border box, so our elements won't take more than their size, even if we add to their padding or margin. We set our variables in the root. The root is the height element in the DOM. We have body color and main color and secondary color. Great. We have body, font family, OpenSense, and background color, body color, content with 90%, height 100 report height, margin auto to center it, display flex, and padding 20 pixels top and bottom and 0 for right and left, and header height 100%, that's mean 100 report height, and display flex and flex direction column to be vertically, and justify content space between to be the logo in the top and the hamburger in the bottom, and add to the logo its font size and the main color, and add to the logo span secondary color to make it look as a branded logo, and make the hamburger looks as a modern one. So hamburger cursor pointer, and each hamburger div background color, main color, height 5 pixels and margin top 8 pixels and width 27 pixels, and nth of type 2 width 39 pixels and nth of type 3 with 51 pixels. Great. And main position relative, and height 100%, and some responsive margin left, and main container display flex, line item center, and height 100% to center it vertically, and to add to each main wrapper display none, because we will make later each time randomly one of the wrappers exist, and animate it. Before that, let's add display block to the wrapper, first of type 1, just to observe how to style our text and make our animation. And main wrapper div, font size 45 pixels, and color main color, text transform uppercase, and position relative, and transform translate y 100%, z index 2, and line height 1. You have main wrapper and th of type 2, color secondary color, and div and after, main wrapper div after, content empty, background color, body color, and display block, and width 100% and height 100%, and position absolute, top 0, bottom 0, and right 0 and left 0 to make it over the wrapper div, as you see here. First, let's animate the first div. So animation 1 second. First of type, animation 1 second, move first headline forwards, and z index 2, and here is our keyframes. Move first headline, transform from translate 100% to its original place. It's not working because it's over it, so we have to animate it's after. So animation 1 second, move after first headline forwards, and here is its keyframes. It's move the reverse of its div, and 99% opacity 1, 100% opacity 0, because we want to disappear just in the last few milliseconds to get the result we want. Now let's animate the other wrapper div. So animation 1 second, move second headline forwards, and animation delay 1 second for the div and its after, and here are our keyframes. Great. Now stroke fine. So let's create our JavaScript file to loop our wrappers randomly. First, select all headlines in a node list. Don't list something like the array, so we can loop through them. and add event listener to window on load execute loaded function. Let's separate our functions here to make our code cleaner. So show random headline. In show random headline function, we have random headline function. In random headlines function, let's set our let random headline equal headline length times math.random. Let's see what happens in the console. So console.log random headline. So thanks to math.random, we get every time different number, and in our case we made it with the time headline point length, so we get 0, 0.9, 1 point or 2 point, and we use math point floor to remove the point and make our number integer. So as you see, we get 0 or 1 or 2, so now we can use our number as index in our headline node list. So headlines random headline class list add show headline. We will just use the first wrapper to observe how to make our animation. Now let's make our animation work how it should be. So animate the wrapper who has show headline class and should delete the show headline from the previous wrapper first before add to the current one. So remove headlines function. In it we loop through wrappers and remove from each one the show headline class, and here we go. We need to call our random headline function every 5 minutes to animate random wrapper every time. So we set interval, and it works. We need to make it responsive. So the first breakpoint is max width, media screen, and max width 1220 pixels, and content flex direction column, and header height auto, and flex direction row, and align item center to make the header horizontal, and main margin left 0, and main container justify content center to center it vertically. Let's take a look. It works great. And as you see, we need to add another breakpoint here to make the wrapper font size responsive. So max width 1000 pixels, main wrapper div font size 4.5 viewport width. As you see, it works great. Hope you enjoyed this video. See you in the next one.